Hello everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host, you can call me PD. And today we are checking out 11 by IVE. Now, first off, I believe the English pronunciation is going to be just IVE, and in Korean it's IVE, IVE. That's mainly because just the V consonant doesn't exist in Korean, so they go with the B sound for V's, so I assume it's just IVE. Second, what's notable about this debut, it's a brand new girl group, and it features two IZA1 members. You have Wonyoung and Yujin of IZA1. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm just going to give a big asterisk right now. If I do talk a little bit more about Wonyoung and Yujin, I apologize in advance, but please understand that I not only am a big IZA1 fan, but also they are members that I know more about. I know what they're capable of vocally, with their performance as well. So yes, I'm going to talk a little bit more about them compared to the other members who I don't know. But with this debut and with coming comebacks, I'm hoping that I do get to familiarize with the rest of them as well. So just in advance, I just want people to know, if I do talk about Yujin and Wonyoung more, just please understand that's why. It's just because I know more about them. With that said, before we get into the video, guys, if you want to support the channel, consider visiting our Patreon. As I said, I've become a very big IZA1 fan. It's because I've gone on a huge IZA1 journey for the past year, and we've checked out all their IZA1 Chews. We're about to wrap up IZA1 Chew Season 3 this month. Their eating trips and whatnot. And we're about to get into Produce 48 real soon. And then we're going to be ending with their final concert. So if you want to join and finish off my IZA1 journey with me, come visit our Patreon. We do listening party, variety show, reality, survival show reactions. Right now we're checking out Girls Planet and Loud. We also do K-drama reactions. So if you want to check that out, visit our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You could always just like the video and you could subscribe. It would help not only our channel and our video out, it would also help with the promotion of the group as well. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's get into the video. This is 11 by IVE, and this is your Form of Therapy. Okay, interesting. I'm not quite sure if it's supposed to be a Middle Eastern or an Indian influence, but that guitar seems to be of that kind of origin. Ooh. Oh, I hope there is a second part to that chorus next time. That's a great hook. That's a dope-ass outfit. That is a sick outfit. One of them reminds me of Yua. Interesting. Wow, she has a great voice. The blonde. This is also just a great top line in general. I slowed my speech down because they slowed down the song. Nice use of the cinematic bars. Oh, that was a killer transition. Yujin looked badass. That was dope. promo is just the icing on the cake. That was incredible. That was beyond my imagination of what they could have debuted with. They definitely debuted with a splash. I think very much the team must have been very aware with the expectations. I mean, it's no fault to the other members in the group, but the expectations for this group were going to be on the higher side because of the notoriety that Wonyoung and Yujin brings. And because of that, and because they were in such a performance-intensive group, you know, you can't necessarily scale it back, right? And so they debuted with a splash, with a powerful performance, with a powerful song, and the production on this song was also interesting. I really love the push and pull, the slowing, and then the sudden big explosion of emotions that they had in this song that was really, really dope. Now, first of all, I am just an ignorant American, so if any global viewers can actually kind of help me differentiate what kind of country of origin that guitar sound would be. Maybe it originates from multiple different countries, but it definitely does have either an Indian or a Middle Eastern sort of vibe. I don't know necessarily if it is something like a sitar or if it's something else. So please let me know in the comments down below. But that and how they use that as kind of like the main thorough like backbone of the song. It's such a light trickling sound, and then they honestly have a very minimalist production, and then just these moments of grandeur which really, really help sell the intensity of the song. I think really work fantastically for this song. I think they totally lived up to my expectations, and I'm gonna be honest, just learning now that Yujin and Wonyoung were Starship trainees. I did not know that. But wow, really good. I think there's a lot of probably divided opinions on Starship Entertainment as just a label, based on like how they treat their groups and stuff. But gotta admit, the groups they put out, the music is really fantastic, isn't it? Let's go ahead and watch this again, and I'll give you my live commentary and feedback this time. This blonde girl. I love her voice. I mentioned it in my reaction previously, but her starting off the song, her later on in the song, I love this girl's voice. She has a great voice. I love also just like the pattern that they have for the choreography. I'm really interested to see a live stage to see how they pull apart from that. But starting out in this triangular pattern, like the formation wise, and just like this entire set with the walls caving in to form the triangular pattern is really dope. All right, the reason why I was doing that, I was also testing their synchronization. For an opening like that, you have got to be in sync. You have to be razor sharp. They nailed it. They nailed it. Wow, okay. Let me ratchet up that volume real quick. Wow. Wow, the way they slow it down right there, and they don't go for the traditional K-pop build-up and then K-pop drop. It does feel like a rather sudden and rushed transition, even though it only happens in a nanosecond. It's really that slowdown, whereas most pre-choruses build up to the chorus and then it feels like a drop. This, they go the opposite way. If you were to visualize it, most pre-choruses build up and then drop, and then you get like that explosion type of feeling, right? But they went the opposite. The da na 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 bang, and then like, so they have a downward trend, and then they explode into a larger section, which gives it honestly a polarizing and a very opposite effect of, I think, most K-pop choruses. It's not an anti-drop. It's just not a drop. It's just it's a riser. It's a riser. Interesting. Is it a riser? I don't know. Would you consider this a riser? Nah, I suppose it's not a riser, but a riser is a very specific music term, but I don't think it's a riser. But it does have an escalating feeling, but it doesn't escalate slowly either. It doesn't build up, because there are K-pop choruses where they reset the momentum in the chorus and they build back up again. But no, they literally just go like full explosion right away, and it really provides a very different listening experience than most K-pop choruses. What I also want to compliment their just team on, that I think they did really well, is assigning the line distribution. I will admit, I am a Yujin fan, so I was like, all right, well, it's 40 seconds into the song, well, where's Yujin? And then, of course, it just makes sense that they were saving her for the chorus. To give her, I don't know her name, I'm sorry, but to give this girl, she has a much higher voice, much thinner and cuter voice, so to give her this pre-chorus, and she also gets the slowed down part, then to immediately contrast that with this big, loud, very powerful chorus, and then throwing in Yujin's voice to immediately contrast her voice, because Yujin has a much lower, powerful voice, and she has a much thinner, cuter voice. So the way they complement each other and yet are opposites of each other really, really work in favor for the song. I love that part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They slow it down again, and they build back into the slow momentum. Whoa, hold on. Can I see that again? Okay, I think I have to see the live choreography for that, but it looks like, so in the choreography, they stitched two different shots together. Yujin's wearing white in this one, but then when she comes back up, she's wearing black. It's a stitched together shot. But she sinks, and then when they unfurl, it's really dope how they green screen this, and then they're moving the camera forward, and then it's revealing her, and it looks like she's pushing them down, but I don't know if that's part of the choreography or if it's just a coincidence in how she's posing here right now. But that'd be cool if she was actually like pushing them down while they were unraveling. But I think that would have to, we would have to see the live choreography for that. This outfit is freaking badass. Her, she looks like Yua. She has such a wonderful voice. I love her voice. Also, their use of... Notice how they bring in the cinematic black bars during this section for the extra wide shot to fill in the negative space, but also going from this scene to bring in the cinematic black bars here, like it really makes the scene a lot more dramatic, and it feels the chorus feel a lot more dramatic too. really good at it. Oh, that's dope. Oh, something this music video does really, really well. And I started noticing this when I watched, was it Oogie? Was it Oogie? I think it was Oogie. It was Oogie performing Bonnie and Clyde on a Chinese survival program. I think it was a survival program she was performing it on, or it was a Chinese show of some kind. My patrons made me see it. But something that was really cool is like there was this shot towards the end of the performance where Oogie was like, Oogie from Idol. She was like, and then there was like this slow-mo shot. I was like, oh my God, that's so gorgeous. And I was like, what the heck is this? And people were like, yeah, they do that on, they like Chinese survival programs love slow-mo shots. I don't know if that's necessarily like a good thing to use it on survival programs, but for music videos, I would love it if I was thinking at the time, I would love it if more groups incorporated slow motion, just to like enhance certain moments of the choreography. It makes them look really, really badass. And this moment where Yujin is doing just like the moment where she like, is she biting her finger? Is she like? Oh yeah, she's Narutoing it. So she's like biting her finger, and then like the slow motion on that, it enhances the scene, and it's a fierce scene. You know, even when you hear the instrumental, you hear like the woof, that big transition in the sound. So for them, the music video team, to visualize that intensifying turning moment was just super dope. Well done. And it's not also like super abused throughout this music video, because I also think, you know, you need to know when to use it, and you can't overuse it because you don't want to overstay your welcome. And so I think this music video also nailed that too. You make me feel like 11. That transition is also so cool. Frick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You make me feel like 11. Yo, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You make me feel like 11. Yo, all right, so they cut her out. I mean, real simple. They cut her out, but there's a lot going on. They toss in like this psychedelic pattern. Oh, they strobe it in a couple times. Ah, and then they have her flicker until she disappears. Oh, that's dope. But watch it one more time. You make me feel like 11. Oh. Music video team, just freaking also. Also, the really close-up shot right here. This all physical camera handle work. Also, props to the cameraman. They don't do that too much in music videos. I love it when they do that. I think it really works, especially for powerful songs. It really intensifies and gives it a very harrowing, like almost like when you're in the fog of war, like type of feeling where you get this tunnel vision and you can only kind of see one thing. It feels like that, and I really like that they use it. And then the big fireworks at the end, or not fireworks, but the, you know, let's just call it fireworks at the end in the black negative space to give it that big grand feeling. I forgot what music video it was. We watched it within the past 1 or 2 months where they missed that, where they missed the timing on that. And I was mentioning that, like, you should have saved it for like the final chorus so it gives it that grand feeling. Totally nailed it here. This is a great example of that. Even right there, a little slow-mo. God damn! Yo, what a shot! Hold on. This is what I'm talking about. Slow-mo. More slow-mo. Okay, not more slow-mo. So hold on. Hold on. Wait. I don't want to. I don't want to suddenly say more slow-mo and then there's too much slow-mo. Just, I would like to see more slow-mo incorporated as stylish elements in music videos. Just to enhance little moments like that. So the song is largely about, getting feelings for someone, and they make you feel like 11, K-pop logic. But the song, I think, perfectly portrays that explosion of feeling of just like having like these very exciting feelings for somebody, and the journey that this song takes you on with like a largely quiet tone, and then just like these big moments of grandeur. Really, really works for this song. It's absolutely chilling. I think the only way I can describe this is it is an epic debut. It is a debut of epic proportions. It is the kind of debut you expect from a group that has members from a group like IZ*ONE. I think this was on the money. What I was also kind of worried about is Yujin and Wonyoung overshadowing the other members as well. And perhaps that the music video might maybe cater to them too much, or I might not notice the other members. But I think the other members as well, damn, they work their butts off to be noticed. And I don't know any of their names, but I recognize them and I remember them. I remember the blonde girl. The two girls in this scene right here in particular, they had a lot of I feel like the badass moments. They had a lot of the badass moments that I think were probably traded off with Yujin and Wonyoung. So I think these four are kind of like the badass members of the group, but also one of them had some really good vocals. It was either her or her. And then I remember her as well too. She had the much higher voice. And so also across the board of this group, it seems they have a very nice vocal range. You've got people who have the cute voice, you have people who have really high voices, and you've got people who've got lower voices. So, in terms of the vocal department, they're pretty well rounded out. So I'm really hoping that we can get some really interesting B-sides from them as well. Overall, I have to give this an incredible rating. I really think that this is an awesome debut. It is spectacular. There's a lot of pressure going into this, and I think they totally live up to that pressure. It is a 10 out of 10. It is a perfect debut. The music video feels grand in scale. It is of epic proportions. They nail the timing just right. The added little slow-mo effects were just like cherry on top. It was perfect. It was perfect. So with that said, 10 out of 10 music video. The song, 10 out of 10. It is so fun. It is so addictive. I can listen to this again and again and again. And I think that's also what I really like, is because the song takes you on a journey. When you finish the song and it ends on like this big, loud, explosive feeling, if you listen to it again, it feels like a whole new song again because they reset the momentum. And so I think that this song sonically sounds really, really dope, but that's just my opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts. Everyone, let me know, what did you guys think about IVE? Why do I keep want to say IVE? About IVE's debut. Sorry, I'm not. I always mess up like single syllables. I'm always like a double syllable type of person. So IVE, what did you think of IVE's debut? What did you guys think about 11? Did it live up to your expectations? Did it not live up to your expectations? Did it go beyond your expectations? I mean, I had expectations, but this definitely went beyond my expectations. I was not expecting a debut of this caliber. I mean, setting a new standard, giving other girl groups some competition. I am so freaking excited for IVE's future. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Once again, if you enjoy the channel and you'd like to support us, consider visiting our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily, but that's where we do listening parties. If there's an EP for this, we're going to check it out in January. I know that there was a single, but I don't know how many B-sides are exactly on the single, so there's not too much. You might check it out this month, but if it's got like a full-blown EP. We might check it out in January instead, but you can join our Patreon for that. We also check out variety, survival, reality shows, so if you want to check that out, also on our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You could always just hit the like button and leave a comment. That helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It not only helps spread this video, but if we spread this video, then it also helps with spreading the IVE love and notoriety. So if you want more people to see this video, please like the video and leave a comment. Please also consider subscribing to our channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell. We're going to be definitely reacting to more IVE in the future. So if you want to be notified when we react to them, hit the notification bell. Check out our other videos over here, and we will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.